says $1,000 over book right now for your truck. He said to him, what am I gonna get? He goes, you can have a room, get money in October. He goes, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Right? Pop's guy, the largest bank, commercial bank dealer in New
Robert,
England,
do you hear us?
can't get commercial trucks.
Yes. I hear you.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Can't get commercial trucks. He's got one. That
These testers started all their trucks, so they just noticed. Because when it was loaded, there's probably a quarter of what they had.
Yeah, I drove by today, there's probably 8 of them. Back down further. I mean, no, there's regular 150s, you know, but commercial stuff, nothing. Pop's got $2. Can't get them. Can't even fill a gas.
So it's there for a month, they're doing an Acadia a month, that's we can spend all that money.
Yeah.
You don't have a fuel.
So you can't even hook it.
I found out fuel really, she just doesn't want it.
GM wants to buy GM, what are we gonna do?
And you slam guy in. Are we ready,
Take it
Lisa?
out of there and let it regular mechanic put them in and hang them.
I'd like to call the Inland Wetlands Watercourse Commission meeting to order. What's that?
Robert is on via Zoom.
Oh, okay, yes.
You don't have to look at that screen.
Oh. I don't, is anybody else, there's nobody else on, Lisa, is there, as far as,
No, it's supposed to share. if anyone
Yeah,
decides
so I don't have to worry about audience and citizens right now. Anybody look over the minutes? Any comments, questions, deletions, additions? If not, I can motion to approve.
Make the motion to approve the minutes of June of 2020.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Our public hearing tonight, I'm sure you all have gotten a notice that from Attorney Sullivan that they are pulling their permit or their request for application due to the fact that they have not received anything from the DEP yet. So instead of, I guess from what Tim said, instead of carrying it out, they're just gonna pull it, and if they get anything between now and August, they'll reapply. Otherwise, they're gonna wait for DEP.
Yeah, at this point, as we chatted today, that they were still awaiting a response from DEP. And knowing that there probably would be comments to address, they didn't feel it at the appropriate time to revise the plans and then submit to the commission. And then obviously that during the August meeting, the commission would have no choice but to close the hearing. And just receiving info that evening, we've got to digest it. It makes sense, and they recognize that.
So do we have to close this public hearing?
No, I think you'll just have to take an action or reference that you accept the applicant's request to withdraw the application.
Can I have a motion in that?
Mr. Roden will make a motion for application 20-12W to accept the withdrawal of the above referenced application. That's not good.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now to regular meeting. Our first one is application 21-06W, proposal by Eagle Scout candidate Caleb, and correct me if I make a mistake. Uliza, okay, sorry. To construct a pedestrian bridge over an intermediate water course on lot 65A, block 54, 250 Kensington Road, Marjorie Moore Village. Caleb, you're up.
If you just stand
Yep.
in view about where this is.
Just
I presented this last.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, if you recall,
Yes.
the presentation was made last month. We have not heard from any of the commission members with any concerns. Our applicant is working with the Public Grounds Department to hopefully get this constructed.
Yep.
This month, perhaps, by mid-August. And as you know, we had no choice but to delay action on the application until this evening because of the statutory requirements. From a staff standpoint, we're fine with it. make a recommendation to the commission to act.
My only thing was that I asked you to go to the building department and talk to them about how you were going to set the footings and all that. Was that
The footings, I've been actually not the footings, and we have two, what is it called, modular blocks over by the, for where the bricks will be placed, so I'm not setting them.
Oh, okay. So
The
that's-
public grounds department.
Okay.
We will keep an eye.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that, they weren't just put anywhere or anything. Okay. Very good.
We'll make a motion now.
Hey, anybody have any questions or comments for the Eagle Scout candidate? If not, a motion?
Commissioner Rogan will make a motion to approve application 21-06W.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
I,
Good luck. Congratulations.
When you gonna start?
I planned this very soon as I ordered the order of materials, so I have to send it. Hopefully within.
Very good. So good luck with that and hope everything goes well.
Thank you, have a good night.
Thank you. The next two, application 21-07WF and application 21-08WF. Jim is going to talk about those.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, at this point, the town of Berlin submitting an application to reconstruct Porter's Pass, Christian Lane, and a portion of Deming Road, the turnpike back to Christian Lane. And within these areas, we have proposed activity in the upper review area along Porter's Pass, adjacent to Old Brickyard Lane. We're not looking to change anything. It's basically just a replacement of what's there. Replacement of pavement, we're going to be mowing down, repaving, pulling curbs, landscaping, the snow shelves. But at the intersection of Brickyard, just heading south, we are within 50 feet of the pond that runs along Old Brickyard. So that's an upland review area. And then along Christian Lane, as we get down towards the CWPM facility, Willowbrook versus Christian Lane. So technically, we're working within the floodplain of Christian Lane and the floodway of Willowbrook. Again, we're not looking to make any changes. We're just replacing everything life for life. As is the case with floodplain and floodway Deming Road, we're traversing Willowbrook again as it comes around Willowbrook Drive. Yeah. And then finally down by the old Hills Garage, Webster Brook crosses. So same type of situation. I'm recommending the commission schedule a public hearing for the August meeting from the standpoint of public interest. We'll notify all the abutters for those 3 or 4 different areas. We're not going to lose any time by doing that. This way, all our bases are covered. At that point in time, our consultant, Bruce Wesson O'Neill, will be present to make a full-blown presentation.
So can I have a motion to?
Yeah, okay, Commissioner Rogan will make the motion for application 21-07WF for a public hearing for the month of August.
Second. All in favor?
I believe that's August 3rd.
Yes.
Likewise, with the next application, similar situation, the town of Berlin received a grant almost 2 years ago from, I think it's the Department of it's referred to as a connectivity grant for sidewalks, where we're looking at basically closing gaps of sidewalks within town, where we have a larger amount of pedestrian activity. This application, or as a part of this application, we're constructing sidewalks along Farmington Avenue from Patterson Way down to an area approximately where the whole donut is located on the south side of Farmington Avenue. We're crossing the Mattabesset River over the Farmington Avenue Bridge. There again, we're within an upland review area of wetlands. We're also within the floodplain. We're also within the floodway of the Mattabesset. And in those locations, we're constructing everything at grade, so we're not increasing in flood storage. Everything will basically stay the way it is. We're also looking at constructing a piece of sidewalk on Norton Road, beginning just east of Cole Lane. There's a short segment, about 200 feet that's missing. We're constructing that piece along with a piece from Cole Lane westward to Winesap Road. And along that stretch, there's an area of wetlands just to the south of Norton Road. And again, we're within the upland review area. And we're constructing everything that grades and sure that requires an application for this board. And once again, I'm recommending that we schedule a public hearing from the standpoint of public interest. And again, the commission unfortunately has to wait until next month before we could take action. So our consultant on this project is WMC Engineers. They'll be here to make a full presentation.
And is this the other one that the road, that's gonna probably won't be happening this year, I would imagine.
Yeah, the road project, the previous application, we're looking to, we thought we could probably just squeak it through this year, but with the delays we're receiving from getting reviews from the DOT, and likewise to the folks on the reserve, we would just never get it.
But this one you're looking to.
We're hoping, once we get through this, we're looking to schedule the bidding process. And, if we get part of the project done this year and goes into next year.
So just table this one.
Looking to schedule a public hearing.
Motion on a public hearing.
All right, so we'll, Commissioner Roman will make a motion for application 21-08WF for a public hearing.
Have a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Now, the last one is application 20-13WF, our friend Dave Olson over on Tollgate Road.
Yes.
If anybody's been by there, it looks like he's been working pretty diligently, but Jim has some information for us.
Yes, as you recall, Mr. Olson came before the board during our last meeting requesting a modification to the permit violation / permit that the board acted on to reconstruct a walkway or a bridge, small pedestrian walkway over the stream. I think there were a couple of issues raised by the board. One was touch base with the building department to see whether or not the structure was sufficient from the building inspector's perspective, which Mr. Olson did. I had a conversation with the assistant building inspector about it. The only comment they had was looking to make sure that there's some type of handrail, the one constructed as a part of the bridge itself from a safety standpoint to protect someone. Other than that, they didn't have any other issues. Mr. Olson is out there actively working. I spoke with him today. I didn't see him. We're monitoring the construction. If you recall, when the board took the action to approve the restoration plan, we gave them a deadline, I believe it was September 15th of this year, in accordance with the approved plan. So we're monitoring that. And we'll see what happens come September 15th.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Jim, we asked to give us a description of what exactly he's doing and done, and so we can submit with his plans that we already have.
Yeah, and we will get that as a part of the September 15th.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, based upon the discussions I've had with the building inspector, I don't see any reason why we could see where he ends up from September 15th.
So we don't have to take any action on this, just,
I think he's looking for the consensus of the commission to allow him to, reconstruct that pedestrian walkway.
is that something that we have to,
I think the commission should at least acknowledge it at this point.
So how would you approve that? We approve the application? Was it approved?
You'd be modifying the existing.
So I'll make a motion, Commissioner Roman, we make a motion to approve application 20-13WF with what?
Permit modification.
Permit modifications.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Jim, all the rest is correspondence, anything?
We did receive a piece of correspondence actually yesterday. And you may notice, and there've been some concerns voiced, throughout the community regarding the condition of Paperless Pond. It's getting overgrown with algae, water chestnut, a number of other invasive species. The town was granted through the Public Grounds Department to retain a contract that will treat the pond to hopefully eliminate or at least get a handle on what's growing there to hopefully keep the pond in a better condition. than it was.
Now, that's, this contract have to come to us to do the
No,
work?
no, it's permitted through the state,
Okay,
but they're required to notify us of.
so you do know what's going on there? If there's any violation like they do?
Will be.
Okay. That's good.
And that's all I have as far as correspondence.
All right.
Quiet.
So the next meeting, we should have the town.
We'll have the two public hearings scheduled. The preserve, they may apply in August, they may not, and then upon what they hear.
Okay. So next meeting should be a little bit longer than today, so.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions or comments, guys? Otherwise, I need a adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Going up on Zoom, we
What time is
appreciate it.
please? What time is it, please?
7:21. Yeah, hello, Bill.
Hello.
These guys, it's a little weird.
I said, we gotta go back